Now Roller. He's got Irfan around his tail. He's done well here, Roller. Super Chok. Now Wiratep. Thailand just seem to have acres of space and time on the ball. Indonesia not able to get close. Tristan Do. Now Borden Pala. Happening at the moment for the Indonesians, and he's applauding these efforts.
Yeah, he's applauding the pressing.
Not bad for a side that doesn't keep possession, apparently, Russian. There was a little jibe in the press conference, wasn't there? And they've got 77% of the ball, and they're doing a lot with it as well, aren't they? But here come Indonesia. With an important touch. Now Irfan. Overlapping run. Edo Febriansyah. Away by Kritsada. Double header from him to make sure.
Yeah, listen, I mean, obviously some mind games, right, at play.
We've enjoyed that. We've really enjoyed that.
I've just loved it. You know, we've seen the battles on the pitch, the tactical battles on the pitch, and the coaches as well on the touchline. You know,
this man does not hold back.
He doesn't, and he's such an experienced coach as well. So I mean, trust him. He knows what he's doing, especially in these press conferences.
Absolutely. Look, he talked about, I've won 20 odd titles as a manager and player. Of course, he was a bit of a legend at Seongnam. Won 6 league titles there and won the Champions League with them as a manager as well, and did so well with Korea. Won the EFF Cup and then beat Germany in the World Cup in 2018. And he said, I want to transfer some of that mentality to my players. And he said, Indonesians are too nice, too friendly. I don't want him to be so friendly. He speaks his mind, Russian. That might rub people off the wrong way sometimes. As Thailand come forward here with Super Chok. Is there a foul there? Yes, it is.
Well, that was really well worked by Thailand again. They're a joy to watch in possession. I mean, the way they sort of worked it out from under pressure down that left-hand side, switch of play, find a link in Super Chok there, who was aware enough to hold on to it. He knew he had to sort of wait for the run off the Roller on the outside of him. He was able to turn away from that pressure, win a free kick in a really good position. No Theraton for them though.
Yeah, this would be something he'd like to step up for. This is fairly central. There's a bit of a discussion.
He's not too bad as well, to be fair.
Pala is saying, I want this one. Here's Borden. We had a classic free kick from not too far away from that position a few days ago, Roshan. It'd be pretty hard to replicate that. But the final will be the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, I think he is his technique. You can see he's already looking up as he wants to hit that Borden. His head goes up before he makes contact with the ball.
There's Sivarak, who's had to come in for Chachai, who sustained an injury in that second leg. He filled in very, very well. Elias Dollar gets the header first. Delightful ball from Chanatip. Here's Borden, who's looking for some support. It was excellent work, wasn't it, from Asnawi, who's tenacious, but has conceded a free kick here.
It's a really good battle. Now this side of the pitch, Asnawi. He's a very talented defender. It's a good challenge. Quick to get up on his feet to try and recover. And he needed to time this one really well. But just perhaps a little bit overzealous on the second one.
Another one of those, Russian, that plays his football overseas.
That's right.
In Korea. Oripala on the free kick again here. Borden, ball does its job. Here's Chanatip. Wasn't a touch I think he would have wanted there. Titipan. Indonesia try to break forward. Tonton Sulaiman, lovely touch from him. Slips that into Irfan, who bubbles around. They're asking for the penalty. Some of them, the referee points the other way. That has been the best attack so far.
Yeah, look at the player who's made that challenge. It's Chanatip. He's covered so much ground to get himself back there, and that's been one of the impressive things about Chanatip in this campaign, is his willingness to track back and help out defensively. It all started, I think we can see quite clearly that it's a foul to Thailand. Chanatip just gets across, he does well, uses his body well, and then gets a kick from Irfan. Here's another close-up for you. Goes right through the back of Chanatip's leg there.
It's a lot of ground, isn't it? He's covered there, tracking back.
A wonderful move from Indonesia, though. It all started from Ricky Kambuaya, who beat a couple of Thai players. Played a lovely ball forward for Tonton Sulaiman. That first touch from Witan was excellent because it continued the momentum of the move, allowed him to play that attempted pass in behind.
Roller. Back to Elias Dola. Here's Kritsada.
I think first time we've seen Kambuaya really get on the ball. It was just then.
We've said his name.
That's right. Not his fault, of course. It's been difficult for Indonesia to get anything done in possession.
What a touch that is from Supachok to Roller, who's steaming into the penalty area. Laid back for Chanatip. Supachok. Now Wiratep taking a heavy touch. And perhaps here Indonesia can break again. Taking too long on the ball. Asnawi. There was space in midfield, wasn't there? Bodin. Straight to the keeper, that was offside. Russia, they've got to get that ball zipped faster, don't they?
Yeah, and there was a real chance for Indonesia to break forward on the counter-attack. Asnawi, he needed to play that ball quicker. Instead, it broke down in midfield. Bodin's just offside. He does straight offside. You can see him just leaning forward. Flag gone up. Good decision by the assistant referee.
Their pace rush and the counter-attack at the moment seems their best option, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The way that Thailand are coming and pressing them high.
You know, if they can get out of the counter-press. That's the thing, they haven't been able to get out of Thailand's counter-press. And the counter-press meaning the moment Thailand lose the ball, Thailand straight away want to win it back. So they're quick to close down again and try and win the ball back again. And Indonesia are sort of just panicking in those moments, in those possession phases. But you just look at the connections here between the Thai players, how close they are to each other. They're all moving in tandem, looking to provide support. I mean, those possession numbers are just ridiculous.
But it's one in which, different from some of the other possession stats we've seen, where Thailand are actually utilising this, aren't they, the possession?
Yeah, it's almost as if Polking has said, yeah, oh, so you said we're not doing well in possession. Okay, I'll show you.
Exactly.
It's almost as if it's taken it personally.
He was distinctly unamused by that whole possession comment. And certainly this feels, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is more possession than they had against even the likes of Timor-Leste. They've absolutely dominated the ball, haven't they? Here's Wiratep. Now Tristan Doe. Here's Bordimpala. He's going on a searching run himself, Bordimpala. Tonton Sulaiman now for Indonesia. Two players right on him. You have not a moment to breathe when you have the ball if you're an Indonesia player.
This is what I was referring to. The moment they win it, Thailand are quick to just swarm around them. And if it takes conceding a free kick, sure, do it because you break up that opportunity to counter-attack. And again, Witan, as I mentioned earlier, whenever he's on the ball, you see Thai players desperate to get around him defensively to try and stop him from doing anything. They're really nullifying Witan's threat at the moment.
Well, Mana Talking is of German and Brazilian descent. Bit of Gagan pressing from him, Roshan, perhaps. That is away from Tirisandanga. This is without 7 regulars today, Roshan, as well. This is the ability of this side. That's a scary thing, isn't it? Alfidiano Dewanga. Now Asnawi. Tonton Sulaiman gives that away rather cheaply. Back with Thailand. That's why they've seen so little of the ball. just can't hold on to it even when they do have it. Super chop.
Yeah, the level of talent sort of coming through in these countries is just incredible. I mean, yes, you talk about population and all that, and sure, they've got a bigger talent pool, but also I think football is life in these places. You know, it's a massive part of the culture.
Yeah, if you visited Indonesia or Thailand, you'll see every patch of grass, any plot, little space, kids are playing. Great to see. Super chop. Here's Tirasin, waiting for that little overlapping run from Borden Pala. Oh, he's found some space there, Tirasin, and the shot is wide. He wants that second.
The combinations are just outstanding from Thailand. I mean, the way they're able to just pass it through this Indonesian side, it's just too easy. And they're making it, they are making it look easy. It's not easy, but they're making it look so simple. And again, pressing here to win the ball back.
Here's Tristan Doe. They've got a corner here, Thailand. There was a moment in that earlier move where Rahmat was talking to Risky about go for the man, track him, keep an eye on him. They're not able to rush at the moment. The movement is amazing.
Keep up with the level, the quality, the pace of the movement, and how quickly the ball is moving as well. You see it from Thailand. It's 1 and 2 touch play. 1 and 2 touch play, and it moves on to the next player. And then when they need to show that quality, that individual quality to beat a man or to hang on to it, to draw players towards them before releasing it into space, they know when to do that as well. Awareness of the spaces that they're in. Just in complete control of this game so far.
Tip. Well, they're going to go short. Well, they do, but it's to Kritsada. Charge down by Didik Setiowan. And it's a foul by the Thai skipper.
They lose it. They press again. Can't win it. Foul. Stop the play. Get everyone back into defensive shape. Get themselves organized. And experience coming in. Handy. And speaking of experience, you brought up average ages earlier. I had a bit of a chuckle to myself because I remember speaking to Haris Harun, the Singapore captain, recently, and was asking him about Singapore being the oldest side in the competition and whether that was a cause for concern. He said he doesn't think so because the only reason the average age is up so high is because of Hassan Sani. So, and I was thinking about Thailand, and you mentioned Thailand.
Yeah.
Second oldest?
Yeah, second oldest. Siwarak is
37?
Correct. So he's bringing the average up. Flag pass, stay down for Didik. It's out by Elias Kola. We're going to have the first Indonesian corner. Now he's just having a chat here with Asnawi Shintae-yong. I think he's just trying to organise that defence, isn't he?
Just trying to make sure that they're shifting together as a unit and staying tight and moving together, because at times they're getting dragged out of position.
It's using the assistant coach Nova Arianto to translate his thoughts, but it's up the other end at the moment that Indonesia focus our attentions on. Sada had being fouled. The referee will not let that corner be complete.
Well, there's a foul there on Kritsada. Just goes for a bit of a lie down.
Well, it's been that easy for them, is it, at the back? They haven't really been troubled, have they, Russian at the other end? No shots at all, no attempts. They've barely got to the final third, Indonesia. And you contrast that with 7 shots from Thailand. 4 of them inside the box, 2 of them on target. if we're being really picky, Roshan, should they be a goal or two more higher than what they've got now? That's been really critical, though, isn't it? It's just been a joy to watch.
Hyper critical. I mean, there's always going to be something you can pick out, right?
That looked the late challenge by Elias Dollar. Play will continue for the moment. And Dollar's walking away. Elias Dollar, he knows exactly what's going to happen next. Rahmat Irianto, late challenge on him.
That's a late challenge, and he's gone lunging in from quite far off. It looks like Irianto could be okay. Full challenge from Dollar.
Part of their naturalised contingent. Elias Dollar, born in Sweden. Moved to Thailand a couple of years ago. 1.96 metres. By the way, he's just gone down now. Elias Dollar.
Yeah, I think he felt a bit of strain there. He was actually, as he ran off and tried to run away from the referee, he felt a bit of strain. Looks like he could have just jarred his knee, perhaps.
So they've got. There's a problem here. There's no Manuel Bay. They've got Powie.
Yeah.
If they need. Let's remind you of the goal.
I mean, it's great work, you know. Just again these triangles here. Super Chok just peeling out to the right hand side initially. Roller with that underlapping run on the inside of him. Ability to beat a couple of players, and then on the defensive side, the two Indonesian central midfielders getting completely dragged across and not winning the ball there. Both players getting dragged across into that position. It's left that gap for Chanatip to then have a shot at goal there. The central defenders couldn't step up quickly enough into him. Wonderful work from Thailand on the right hand side. Great work from Roller, and then a fine finish. Quality finish from Chanatip. Comes into him first time. Into the back of the net. No chance for Nadeo.
And they're taking some time here with Dollar, Elias Dollar, who's not walking particularly comfortably, and I think they just want a word here on what to do next. Poking is still asking, what's the assessment? He's been told just to hold off for a minute.
Now Poklo has just gone off to increase the intensity of his warm-up.
For a second there, did we think he was going to possibly come on there, but it is going to be Elias Dollar to return to the pitch, it looks like at the moment. That's the first attempt for the Indonesians.
Yeah, and again, the player who starts it is Kambuaya with a wonderful driving run. He's carrying the ball forward, creating that bit of space for Asnawi. Really drifted in field, didn't he, Asnawi? On his left foot. A bit more encouragement from Indonesia, perhaps. Especially with Kambuaya, they can try and find him on the ball a little bit more. He's got that capacity to run with it. The interesting thing with Kambuaya, just talking to one of the Indonesian backroom staff, said that when they went to scout a match, they weren't particularly looking at him, but he was the outstanding player in that game that they went to watch, and they thought, you know, this guy could make a big difference on the international stage, and that's how he was really sort of first spotted and brought into the setup. You can see confirmation there. Dollar's not going to be fit enough to continue.
There's a problem there for Dollar. Now the like-for-like change would be Powie. We saw Pokla Anand stripping off. They are going to have to make that change. They don't have too many other options. And that is a real shame for Elias Dollar. And we'll be hoping that he might be available for the second leg. Remember, in the second leg, they moved to a back three in the second half. Good luck to those guys carrying the stretcher. He's huge, almost 2 meters tall. They're going to have quite the task now, carrying him off.
I'm interested to see just how they sort of restructure this.
It is Pokla, Anand. There you go, 6 of them left to stretch out Elias Dollar off.
It looks for now like Wiratep has just dropped into central defence alongside Kritsada. See if that stays that way.
One of the veterans now this side, 30 years of age, Pokla Anand, fast approaching his half-century of caps for Thailand. When he's in 2011. And with that, Bangkok United.
And the challenge from Witan on board in.
So yeah, Wiratep. He's the man, as Roshan mentioned, who goes in high up the pit. Halfway under the Vanga. Gordon goes down.
Any sort of passing momentum or passing rhythm?
Well, Imando had an injury in the warm-up. He's been brilliant ever since. Here's Wiratep.